try to get out of the wind here so that the camera can pick me up. But so this is going to be our second go around of spraying. I thought I'd walk around our sprayer real quick. This is an old sprayer that my grandpa used to use to spray crop ground. There used to be booms back here, and I don't know what this thing was, maybe 20-25 foot wide at most. So I took the booms off, reconfigured it to utilize two boomless nozzles. We replumbed it. We got shutoffs back here, one for each nozzle, so we can spray to the right, to the left, or both right and left. We have a hydraulic water pump that's run off the hydraulics of the tractor. We have a pressure gauge, so we can regulate how much pressure we're putting towards those rear nozzles. Holds 300 gallon total. I usually run about 250 in it. So this is our little spray rig. We like it. I think there's going to be some changes coming to it in the future. These nozzles are supposed to spray 17.5 feet both ways, so it should have about a 35-foot swath, but we really can only get about 28 foot is what we can get without having skips. So we're not sure what's going on there or why we're not getting the advertised spray width. But no booms. We can get right up close to trees, hedgerows, spray into the hedgerows to clean up the brush and the weeds, get in places that you can't when you have booms. But looks like I'm about to 250. But it's definitely a lot better rig than what we did have. It's over in the barn. I can go show you. It was 3-point mounted, PTO driven, and it was only 55 gallons, whereas this is 300 gallon, and it had booms. I think it's like 14-15 feet wide. So this is wider. We can hold more, and it works really well. Just wish we could get a little bit more spray width out of it. But we've got Remedy and 2,4-D in there again. Going to go spray blackberry briars and any weeds that are in the vicinity of those blackberry briars. And then here in probably a few more weeks, we'll probably go spray everything with 2,4-D to control weeds. I think that's pretty close. Alright, I'll go show you the old sprayer here in a second. So here's our old sprayer. Like I said, it's 55 gallons. It's got booms on it with spray nozzles. It's got a regulator on it too. PTO driven, that hooks up to the PTO. Hooks up to the 3-point of the tractor. It's really not a bad little sprayer, but it's just little. I suppose you could make the booms wider, but there's just not enough volume. It only holds 55 gallons. So, but it's better than using a hand sprayer. But it needs a little bit of work on the plumbing. Down on the bottom, it's leaking. So we haven't had a chance to really fix that, so we haven't really used that sprayer in a couple of years. It's just kind of sat. But might find use for it one of these days. Alright, the chemical's all loaded in the other sprayer. Just need to head to the pasture and get started spraying. Also, it's very important when you're handling any kind of chemicals to wear gloves to protect your hands. And even though I wear these gloves, after I get done handling the chemical and putting it in that tank, I will go and wash my hands, wash my arms to make sure I didn't get any on me. My clothes, I always take off and put straight into the washer and I immediately go take a shower. I don't want my little girl or my wife coming into contact with any of these chemicals, if at all possible. the 2,4-D we're using in here to spray weeds. It's very important that you do not spray that anywhere near someone that might be pregnant, because 2,4-D has been shown to cause birth defects. So take all those things into account, read the labels, make sure you're doing it safe and you're doing it proper to be safe for you and your family. So where I'm spraying, there will be no pregnant women, no children, and I won't be in contact with my family until after I've taken a shower. You can see our manure piles. We've gotten quite a bit of rain since we mounted those up, and they've actually composted down and shrunk down quite a ways. I need to go show you that big one that I made a video of way out there. It's shrunk down a long ways. It's really starting to compost down. Sometime in the middle of this summer we'll probably go out there and move the pile to mix it up, get it to compost down even further. But here we're going to see a couple baldy heifers. These are first calf heifers and their calves. But we're going to head to the back of the pasture. This is our main pasture that's got cows and calves on it, spring calvers. It's got the paddocks, which are all broken up for rotational grazing. And I'm going to go spray the paddocks that they have already ate here just in the last week. So it's all ate down. And I want to hit these before the weeds really start to get going. So let's get to this game. So we got all our spot spraying done over at the main farm. Still got some more to do at my dad's, and that's some other rental properties. But my dad put some fertilizer on this 5 acres of crabgrass this morning, and now I'm going over it with some 2,4-D amine to clean up some of the weeds here before it gets going. Make it nice and clean, should make for some good hay. Thankfully, this year we've got a pretty darn good stand of crabgrass out here. Back beginning of April, I came out here and sprayed this with Roundup to kill all the early, cool season stuff that was coming in. And it did a good job, except I set my GPS too wide, and I ran it at 30 feet. Aren't getting 30 feet, and so as you can see, there's these stripes. You can see them, they're light colored out here. Those are the areas that didn't get sprayed with Roundup and grew up. And so now I'm spraying on 28-foot intervals. But we're gonna get the weeds and stuff cleaned up that have come up after the Roundup, and clean up the site.